And maybe you're watching this on the replay, maybe you're watching in the evening. Just say hi in the comments because I absolutely love to know who's watching this. And we're going to talk about a subject that's really, really dear to my heart. And I would really like some input because I have a lot of questions about this too. The thing is, I want to talk with you guys about being real. I hear so many people talking about that, talking about what it means to be real, what authenticity actually is, what it means, how you show up as an authentic being. But the thing is, there's so much talk about it. But what does it really mean? And the reason that I'm asking that question is because over the past week alone, where I've really been paying attention to this, I see so many places, situations, and people where it's just off. It's just completely off. So, for instance, last week, I was called by a lady who, after my masterclass, booked a one-on-one session with me, and we were on our call together. And she started crying when she saw me, and she was completely emotional. And I asked her, "Tell me what's going on." And she said, "Am I actually speaking to you?" And I said, "Yes, of course. We had an appointment. So of course, then if you make an appointment with me, you get to see me." And she said, "That's the first time that ever happened." She's been signing up with many big coaches, and then they would always tell her that they would be talking with her, and they would always be setting her up with some sales guy, to the point that she actually got emotional when I actually kept my word. On the masterclass, I promised that she would be speaking with me. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes I promise that you will be speaking to Yako or you will be speaking to somebody else. But I call them out by name and I make certain that you know who you're speaking with. And I keep that promise. I don't really think that should be such a big deal. Another thing that really struck me over the past week is that on my Facebook page, I had some comments by people who, of course, I don't know, who consequently commented, "Oh, this is just one of those scams and you'll never get what she's promising. This can never be true. This is too good to be true." And, I get where they're coming from, but I think that is pretty scary. Are we in a world where your word doesn't mean anything anymore? Where what somebody says is just apparently always bullshit? Is that really the kind of community that we want around ourselves? Is that really what's going on in the world today? And to me, that's really shocking because it's not my world. It's not who I am. And it's definitely not who my friends are and who our students are and the kind of person that I want to be working with. And I think it's time that we change that. And if you think so too, please comment. It's time. I am in. Let's change it. Comment something like that because I really want to call each other out. I really want to create that movement where we don't have to be like that. You will earn enough money. You will grow your business and a lot faster than you could ever have imagined by just being yourself, by just promising, keeping your word, really connecting by showing up the way you are, vulnerable. I make mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes. I sometimes promise something that I can't keep. Well, that doesn't happen to me that often anymore, but it did happen years ago. And I think it's really, really, really important that we then apologize and we say, "Hey, I'm sorry, that shouldn't have happened," and that we're accountable to those things. And that we're open about what happened. I think that's so important. I also think it's really important if you build a business that comes from a place of integrity, that comes from a place where actually, I'm live. I am live, Memeep. I don't know what your actual name is. I just see Memeep here, but I am live. This is not recorded. So if you have any questions, just put them in the chat. So the thing is, I want people on stage to be the same as off stage. To me, that's authenticity. If you meet me in the sauna center down the road, I am the exact same person as I am here. People are often shocked when they meet me in real life and they say, "Oh, I never expected you to be the exact same as you are on video." Well, I am. I have nothing to hide. I talk about anything that's relevant. I mean, most things that are going on in my life might not be relevant to you, but there's nothing I need to hide. And there's nothing that I do in my business that I do not teach to my students. And if I mess up and I make a mistake, then I create a training program around that and I teach you why and how and what happened. I absolutely really need to be in the place where what I say is congruent with what I do, or at best to the place where as soon as I discover it, I call myself out. What do you mean? What do you mean, Mimi? You're saying, no, Phil, you're not real. Let me know, because I really want to know what you mean. I want to learn as much as anybody. And you're not commenting that for no reason. So let me say, first of all, what I really mean by being real, because we can really debate on what that even is, right? What is real? What I mean by being real is that I speak from my heart and I speak from the present moment, and I speak with a truthfulness that you can hold me accountable to. What that means is that I do not lie. I do not say things that are not true. I do not make promises that I can't keep. And for me, the same rules count as for the people I work with. So if I believe that, for instance, what I teach people, you should be paid well, then I also pay people well that I work with. This is something that many of the big teachers out there just don't know. I would think they know, but they don't do. I can call out many names of big gurus, and not just gurus, but just big teachers, really great coaches that have high standards, you would think, that have high integrity, you would think. And then when push comes to shove, they are not paying their staff anywhere near what they should be. So they're teaching us to raise our prices, but then their own VAs get severely underpaid. And I really, really, really think that is, I can't take those people seriously anymore. I cannot learn from people who do that. I've been back of the room crew to many big names, and I've learned a lot from them, but I cannot listen to them anymore because on stage, they're presenting a reality that is so different from what you experience when you're back of the room serving their audience. And that gap is so wide. And I don't think that is a place of integrity. I don't think that is the world we want to build. I don't think that we need that facade. I don't think we need that mask. And I am proving that I don't need it, and I am proving that you don't need it. And I really, really, really strongly think that if we want a different world, if we want to build a world that everybody can live in, that everybody feels that they belong to, that everybody feels that showing up is a good thing, then we need to be that example. We cannot create a different set of rules for us than we can create for the people that we teach. I really don't believe we can do that. I really don't believe that we can show up in a different way in our family than we do to our students. I really believe that if you would meet me in the supermarket, you would see the exact same person. I might not wear a skirt, I might wear jeans. That's basically all. That's the biggest change you would see me. And yeah, I'm not always cheerful. I'm not always loving, but I am also not always cheerful and always loving in my business. And I really, really, really believe that it's important that we become the person on screen and the exact same person as we are on screen. There's another thing that I really can't get my head wrapped around, and that is that I am actually in a mastermind with someone who is, this is something I really don't even know how to speak about it, but she is a very, very loving person. She has her heart in the right place. She is absolutely beautiful, and I know she means well. But what she's doing is she's selling services to other people that she hasn't got down yet. So she doesn't know how to do it, and she's selling it. She has no experience, but she's selling it. She says, yeah, but it's important. I need to tell the world. I need to share it. But she has no experience. And the reason I'm calling this out is because there are so many people like that who have not built a business and call themselves business coaches, and then built a business around business coaching, and then tell the world, yeah, I'm a great business coach. Look at how much I make being a business coach. But have they really built any other type of business? Often, no. So then they're just repeating things that they've been hearing on other training courses. And it might not even be bad what they're trying to teach you, but if they don't know how to make it work, then are they making it work by having you enrolled in their program so that then they can tell you that they made it work because you paid them? People, please don't do that. And I'm not telling you don't fall for that, because often it's hard to tell the difference because they're really, really, really good at copying other people. The thing is, don't be one of them. Don't do that. You came to this planet with a gift. You came to this planet with something you needed to share, with something that you wanted to share, with something that's important for this world. And you're good enough at that. And that can be really difficult to find out. I know. But you know what? Please do that. Oh, thank you so much for your comment. The thing is, heal your life, know what you're worth. And if you need any help, just join my masterclass. It's free, or go deep, really figure that out, because you have something to bring. You are valuable. So show up the way you came onto this planet, and stop trying to copy everybody else. Stop trying to teach things that you haven't got down yet. And really just be you and do that. We need you. We need each and every one of everyone that's alive right now. We need you, especially in this pandemic. But we don't need you lying about who you are or trying to make it work so that you can feel proud. Because let's be honest, how proud will you really feel if you created your success from that place of lack and from that place of not really knowing what you're actually doing? I don't think that that's the kind of success that you're craving. I don't think that that's the kind of thing that you came to do in this world. I think you came in this world to bring your gifts, your talents, your voice. So please, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. It's a time for new beginnings. It's the 30th of March. A new month is coming up. Let's talk about new beginnings. It's April. It's spring. Let's talk about new beginnings. Because you know what? We all make mistakes. I did. I tried to copy other people. I tried to sell things that I didn't invent. I tried to absolutely do my best in order to serve people because I thought I wasn't good enough. I tried to somehow wing it without knowing what I was doing. We all did that. The thing is, let's start anew. Let's look each other in the eyes and let's create new beginnings. Oh, I'm so happy you love new beginnings, because you know what? Every day could be a new beginning. Every day is a new spring. And every day we have a new chance of looking at ourselves in the mirror, looking ourselves deep in the eye, and admitting, hey, you know what? I might have made a mistake, one or two. Maybe I did. But you know what? Let's forgive myself. Let's heal my heart. Let's heal all the reasons why I thought that that was the good way to do it. And let's start from that place where you're real, where you're authentic, where people need you. Every day, just take that one small step, and every evening, just journal, maybe if you need to, and just say out loud, hey, I might have made a mistake or two today, but how did I improve? What did I do right today? And then promise yourself that tomorrow you're just going to look in that same mirror again and look at, hey, God, universe, love, friends, soul, whatever you call it. I call it God, but you can call it whatever you want. Look into your own eyes and look at your reflection. God is reflecting you back every single morning. Ask for forgiveness and go ahead. Exactly. Accept the things you're just not so good at. That's okay. We weren't meant to do it all by ourselves. We weren't meant to walk this life alone. We were not meant to be good at everything. We were meant to show up with the message that we came to show up with, and to be guided, to be supported, to be helped, and to support others on that same journey. We were here to see the image of God reflected in our own eyes every single morning and act from there. That's why we're here. That's why you're here. That's what you came to do here. And I fought that for 10 years. I fought that message because I thought, maybe even for 30 years, if I'm truly honest, I'm actually degrading the first 20. I don't know why, but maybe for the first 30 years, I negated that because I thought nobody's here to learn from me that life can be easy. Life is not that easy and it shouldn't be. And I was fighting that. I was really fighting that. I was ashamed more than anything for the things that I am talented in, because I'm talented in starting 1,000 new things a day and never finishing anything. That's what I'm talented in. I'm talented in dropping everything out of my hands and creating a whole new life. And I thought more than anything that was something I needed to be ashamed of. I moved 14 times. I lost everything in my life 4 times. And I thought that was something I needed to be ashamed of. I needed to cover up. But you know what? That's actually what people came to learn from me. How to just play with life. How to not take everything so seriously, and how to start from a new slate every single morning. More than anything, that is something that caused me all of my tears and all of my shame. And it took me a while to be proud of that. It took me a while to genuinely, really embrace that part of me, to talk about that, knowing that is the message that people needed to hear from me. And every single thing I did in my life was something that attributed to that. So all those mornings that I was angry with myself actually contributed to the way I'm showing up now. And I know one thing for certain. In 10 years, I'll be saying the exact same message, and I'll be looking at this video and I'll be thinking, wow, there's a whole new layer to that. I cannot really foresee the layer that will be there in 10 years, but I know there will be. And our job is to make it easy. It truly is, Margot. It really is. So please get yourself together, look in the mirror as long as you need to, and inspire someone today. I am here for you, and I bless you. I bless each and every one of you, and I will be here tomorrow again. So if you need me, I'm there. I hope you have a blessed day today. Enjoy the sun. Well, if you're in the Netherlands, there's sun out here. Enjoy the weather, whatever kind of weather it is in your part of the world. And see you real soon. Bye. All my love.